Yes, I think it's a frightening scenario. From Kobani, which is in north central Syria, right east to the Syrian-Iraqi border, this is overwhelmingly a Kurdish area. There are Arabs, but they are very much in the minority. Kamishli Hasakea, as it is called, the northeastern part of Syria, has been a haven of peace and stability during the Syrian civil war. It's been the one part of the country where Westerners could go without fear of being kidnapped. And it's because the Kurds have been running it well. It's been a part of the country where NGOs and foreign aid organizations, such as the USAID program, have been running support programs for civil society, firefighters, and various other civil defense agencies among the Kurds, trying to support the Kurds' administration there. Now, Turkey claims that it is fighting not the Kurds, but terrorists who fire rockets and who launch raiding attacks into southern Turkey. Well, this hasn't been happening from that part of northern Syria. There have been no Katyusha rockets or any other type of rockets fired from Kamishli Hasakea into southeastern Turkey. And I think the question overall is the world prepared to let Turkey march in and impose an Arab administration on what has been a well-run part of Syria? Look at what has happened since the Free Syrian Army took control of Afrin on Sunday morning. We have received reports of looting by Free Syrian Army militia. They knocked down a statue of Kawa, a legendary Kurdish figure, which shows that they're interested in shattering symbols of Kurdish culture. Whoa. Oh, will the world like to see this happening in Kamishli Hasakea?
Indeed, Jasper, as you say there, Turkey saying it's targeting, a Kurdish militia, Kurdish terrorist in their eyes, but it is the Kurdish civilians that live all across that region. Bitterness really running very high among them. Where will this leave Turkish-Kurdish relations?
Not very well. Look, when you go to Diyarbakir, the Kurdish capital of Turkey, you find the Kurds in the street are very much aware of what is happening to their cousins in Syria and Iraq. And in many cases, they are real blood cousins. There are families linked by blood on both sides of that border. On the weekend, the Kurds in Diyarbakir, together with some Turkish leftist parties, issued a statement condemning Turkey's incursion into Afrin. And I think we're going to hear more of this tomorrow, which will be the Nowruz, the Kurdish New Year. When that is celebrated in Diyarbakir, we're probably going to hear more statements condemning what Turkey has been doing in northern Syria. The point comes down to, in 2005, President Erdogan made a strategic decision to change his policy 180 degrees from supporting the Kurds and trying to seek a solution to the Kurdish problem in Turkey, to ignoring the Kurds and trying to curry the votes of the Turkish nationalists. And since then, he has taken a number of measures to crush the Kurds' political party, accusing their leaders, such as Selahattin Demirtas, of being terrorists. And I think, unfortunately, we are going to see more of the same.